Hey everybody, and welcome to the trailer blind watching. Super excited. This is gonna be amazing. It's the final trailer before the release of the film in June, and I'm really damn excited to see what we get here. I have a few theories. But you know, I think what we need to do is jump right in and see what we got here. So, we're gonna get this music down here. And without further ado, let's get to the trailer, folks. Now, I'm pretty excited. Where is it? There it is. Alright, so we're just going to watch it first, right? Just pure reactions. You can see me smile and all that sort of jazz.
She's tracked. Okay, come on.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Oh!
How many can you save?
11 species. Blue is the last of her kind.
If you'll never capture her.
We thought you might know someone who could help.
A rescue op. What could go wrong?
Hey, Blue. You know me.
Come with me. You know you can't stay here.
Oh no!
Pack your men up right now.
No! Oh!
The man who proved raptors can follow orders. You never thought how many millions a trained predator might be worth?
They're gonna sell them.
Not Blue. They need it for something else.
What is that thing? They made it.
This is the most dangerous creature that ever walked the earth.
Oh.
I say we shut this whole thing down.
Oh.
Hey, girl. You think what I'm thinking?
Genetic power has now been unleashed.
You can't put it back in the box.
Oh.
If I don't make it back, remember you're the one who made me come here.
I'll be all right. These creatures were here before us. And if we're not careful,
Oh.
they're gonna be here after. Welcome to Jurassic World.
Oh. Oh my god, that was amazing. That was fan-freaking-tastic. I have more hype now than I have ever had for this movie. Honestly, the first trailer, I had zero hype. Zilch. Zero. Nothing. I was like, oh. Excuse me. It's the Lost World. They're on a dinosaur mission thing again. You know, hey, let's capture some dinosaurs. This time it's to save them instead of, you know, just bringing them to another park. Wrong. It was, as we kind of all expected, a trick. And Claire confirms that in the trailer when she says that it was all a lie, or whatever she said. We'll get to that in a second. But they just wanted to capture these dinosaurs for that. Now, the question becomes, no, you know, we'll get to that when we get to that. All right, so now we're going to play small bits and talk about some talking points that I've just got in my mind from the first viewing. So here we go. And we might do another one later that's more in depth after I've had more time to think about it, because, I mean, it's hard to... I mean, this is a 2.5 minute trailer. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot we've seen, but there's a lot new as well. So here we go.
She's tracked.
Obvious here that, you know, Rexy's been captured. Of course, Tyrannosaurus would be a priority for this company that's decided to come in here and auction off dinosaurs. It's Tyrannosaurus. It's one of the most well-known predators before our time, obviously, to exist. Not to mention one of the most ferocious and the largest. Not the largest, maybe top 10 or 15, but it's here nor there.
Okay, okay, come on.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
I like this here. I like that despite the fact that this is going to be a much more serious movie, going to have a lot more suspense, it's going to be very intense, Chris Pratt still brings the humor, baby. I love this guy. I first really noticed him in Parks and Rec as Andy, and I've loved him ever since. Great Star-Lord, Andy. I mean, everything he does is comic gold, even when he appears on talk shows.
Okay.
How many can you save?
11 species. Blue is the last of her kind.
You'll never capture her.
We thought you might know someone who could help.
Okay, just as I was talking, I was talking to a friend today about why Chris Pratt's character, Owen, would go back to the island, and I said it was to save Blue. I wasn't wrong. However, the reason for saving Blue, I didn't anticipate being very corporate-based. It's clearly a focus of theirs. This is the last Velociraptor. They need her. But I thought that he was going to go back for just, like, personal reasons, because this is the raptor that he raised, you know? He loves this animal. So, you know, that was a bit of a surprise for me. And, you know, we'll discuss this a little bit more later in the trailer.
A rescue op. What could go wrong?
Hey, Blue. You know me.
Come with me. You know you can't stay here.
I do like that he still brought his clicker, because when he was raising Blue, obviously the clicker, kind of like training a dog. You can use things like that, or treats, you know, stuff like that, like for them to understand, like, that you're trying to get their attention and stuff. So I thought that was a nice little touch that they added. Some realism there, in a way. I mean, in a very unrealistic movie, so.
Pack your men up right now.
This scares me. But, obviously, Blue doesn't die, right? Remember that Claire has somebody who is an aspiring dinosaur vet at her disposal, right? And then you've also got to think, well, clearly Blue makes it towards the end of the movie, because she ends up fighting the Indoraptor, which I do believe I heard during the Toy Fair that is the first actual legit male dinosaur in the series that we know of officially. And I think that scene where Blue is on the table and they're working on her, this is exactly why. Because the idiots decide to move in and trank. She attacks in self-defense, obviously, like any animal would. And then, boom. you know? She gets shot and wounded badly. And you can see Chris Pratt's face. He's legitimately concerned about this raptor. You know, my friend said that it was stupid for him to go back for a velociraptor, but I said, you love dogs. Would you not go back somewhere dangerous for, like, your favorite dog of all time? I bet you would. I bet you would.
It was all a lie!
The man
There you go. Claire says, it was all a lie. Our main characters, they got played by the company that sent them here to save the dinosaurs. So, confirmation right there.
who proved raptors can follow orders. You never thought how many millions a trained predator might be worth?
They're gonna sell them.
Not Blue. They need it for something else.
Alright, so right there, sorry I'm pausing it so much. Right there they say that they need Blue for something else. Did they use Blue's base genome then, directly from Blue, to make this Indoraptor, therefore in a way making Blue the mother of the Indoraptor, right? Or did they just, as they said in the previous scene in the trailer, just need her for cash value because she's a trained predator? Which is silly that these people think that she's going to just listen to anybody. Owen raised her from the time she hatched. There's a bond between them. She sees him as part of her pack. So to assume that anybody is going to be able to purchase her and just, you know, go out and take her on a leash and walk her, ridiculous.
What is that thing? They made it.
This is the most dangerous creature that ever walked the earth.
I say we shut this whole thing down.
Hey, girl.
You think what I'm thinking?
Alright, now this is the part of the movie that might just get kind of stupid. Like, I know I'm going to enjoy the second half of the film. I know it's going to be a fun movie. But in the back of your mind, you're going to be like... It's going to be like when the Predator in Alien vs. Predator decided to team up with the human. It's going to be kind of like that, where you're like... I mean, that was a bad movie, don't get me wrong, but... You know, it's going to be the instant that happened, I was like, welp, this has jumped the ship. And granted, the Raptor and the Rex helping each other in the first one was kind of a moment like that, but, you know, it was at the very end, so it didn't really destroy anything for me, but...
Genetic power has now been unleashed.
You can't put it back in the box.
I'm wondering, during that submarine scene, let's see if I can get back to it, like, exactly here. Yeah, whoops, alright.
Put it back in the box.
Ah, come on. I was trying to pause
You
it.
can't put...
So is that our Indominus Rex right there? Is that confirmation that the Indominus Rex, in fact, did meet its end and did not somehow miraculously survive? I'm kind of thinking so, because in the next scene, we can see the metro rail that once ran through Jurassic World, so we must still be near or on the island, I think. Because watching the next scene.
Put it back in the box.
There it is. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking, is, you know, I was assuming because the mosasaur was with, you know, near surfers, that it must have hit mainland, you know, and that makes sense. Why would people be surfing off of one of the 5 deaths, right? but people are freaking stupid. So that's a big question for me, because it does look like one of the monorail pillars in the background when the mosasaur jumps. And I assume that that is in, the middle or second half of the movie. So I'm kind of torn here.
If I don't make it back, remember you're the one who made me come here. I'll be all right. These creatures.
And that's just funny. It's more Chris Pratt humor. It's dark humor, but it's there.
Creatures were here before us.
And I still love that mosasaur scene. That's amazing.
And if we're not careful,
This part, it looks like at some point the Indoraptor is going to be chasing the little girl. And I think that's kind of where the director's horror background is going to become really helpful, is that they're going to make this a very tense scene. A lot, obviously, like when the raptors in the first movie were chasing Lex and Tim in the kitchen through the visitor center. So I'm digging that. I'm digging that. I think that's going to be really cool. Is it going to be stupid that a little girl is able to get away from supposedly the most supreme predator to ever walk the earth? It's Jurassic Park. I don't care. Whatever.
they're gonna be here after.
Welcome to Jurassic World.
And I like that extra scene that we get from before the Indoraptor actually gets into the girl's room. Looking from on top down at her. That's pretty cool. Again, that kind of that horror and suspense theme kind of coming through for the second half of the movie. Totally dig it. All right, well, I loved it. I thought that was a really great final trailer. It's a shame that they released it in mid-April and we have 2 months to wait yet, essentially, even a little bit more than that. But at the same time, it gives us a lot to think about, and it's pretty exciting. So, I don't know. I might post another video about it when I've watched it, another 12 times, and maybe I think of something that I initially didn't, that they're hinting at, or maybe more information comes out on the website that gives us more insight into what they're talking about. But, I'd like to hear what you guys think down in the comments. So if you watch this and you agree, disagree with some of my points of view, you have some interesting theories of your own, please share them. Put them down in the comments. I will respond. I may even address them in a future video. And if you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button. That helps a lot, because, this channel is just a week and a half old. So I'd really like to start really pushing as Jurassic World Evolution and all that starts coming out. I've already pre-ordered it. I've emailed the developer. We'll see what happens from that. But, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. And hit the subscribe if you'd like to watch future videos. And I really hope that you will. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one.